The mind is like a maze of beliefs, some of which served a purpose once, but now they only create walls where there should be open doors. So let's reframe. If you were to loosen your grip on those rules, what new possibilities open up? If those beliefs were just habits of thought, what happens when you change the habit? And isn't it interesting how the more you let go, the further you can go? Like when you stop forcing yourself to think faster and instead allow the quiet, the space, the clarity. It's in that space that your true power emerges. Now consider this. If someone had tried to plant those old limiting beliefs in you today, would you accept them? Or would you laugh, knowing they no longer fit who you are? When you think about it, isn't it freeing to realise you were never really trapped at all? And yet here you are now, aware, awake, noticing the patterns that once held you back. And as you notice them, something interesting begins to happen, doesn't it? Those rigid rules, those limitations, they start to loosen, like knots unravelling, like a door unlocking, like a weight lifting. Because the truth is, those beliefs, they were never really yours, were they? They were borrowed, absorbed, inherited. But now, you're returning them, letting them go, and in their place, freedom, possibility, a new way of being. And isn't it fascinating how the mind, once free, it begins to see differently, feel differently, speak differently. The more you release, the lighter you become. The more you let go, the further you go. And as you breathe in this new reality, something shifts deep inside, a quiet strength and knowing. The truth was always there, just waiting for you to claim it. And when you think about it, isn't it exciting to realise how much power you've had all along? Because now something shifts. The old patterns, once so rigid, they begin to dissolve, like mist in the morning sun, like a story that was once written in stone, now revealed to be only words, ready to be rewritten. And as you listen, as you notice, as you feel something different, you might start to wonder, what happens when you let go? What happens when you release? Because every rule you imposed, every belief that held you back, it was only an attempt to feel safe, to feel in control, and yet control was never the answer, was it? The more you tried to hold on, the more you drifted away. The more you tried to suppress, the more you disconnected. But now you see something new, a different way. A way of ease, of trust, of flow. And isn't it interesting how the more you allow, the more power you regain. The more you express the fear you feel. That silence, that shutdown, it was only a pause. And in that pause, something was waiting, something strong, something undeniable, something ready to emerge. And as you step into this new awareness, you begin to realise your voice is powerful, your emotions are valid, your truth is worthy of being spoken. And the more you own it, the more you embrace it, the more the world listens. Because people, they don't remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel. And when you speak from this place, this deep, unwavering truth, they feel it, they hear it, they respond. So now you commit, not to old rules, not to limitations, but to something greater. A life fully lived, a mind fully engaged, a heart fully opened. And as you breathe that in, feeling it settle deep inside, something clicks, a knowing, a shift, a new reality forming. When you think about it, isn't it incredible how easy change can be? And now as you listen, as you feel, as you begin to notice, something is changing, a shift, a realization. A door that was once closed, now creaking open, just enough for the light to slip through. Because isn't it interesting how the mind, once trapped in rules, begins to question them? And when you question them, they lose their power. And as they lose their power, you gain yours. And so you begin to wonder, who made those rules anyway? Who decided you had to live by them? And if they were just thoughts, just patterns, just echoes of the past, what happens when you let them dissolve? Like clouds drifting apart to reveal a limitless sky. Like old chains rusting away until they crumble. Like walls that once seemed solid, now revealed to be only illusions. And as the old fades away, something new emerges, a different way of being, a freedom that was always there, just waiting for you to notice it. And you might begin to realise you were never really lost. You were never broken. You were never trapped. You were simply waiting for the moment when you'd finally see. The rules were never real. The limits were never true. The fears were never yours to carry. And now here you are, lighter, stronger, freer. Your emotions, they're not weakness, they're signals, they're guides. They're power. Your voice is not something to hide. It's something to share, to express, to command. And the more you speak, the more the world listens. The more you allow yourself to feel, the more alive you become. And isn't it fascinating how the more you let go, the more you gain? Because the truth is, you don't have to control everything. You don't have to suppress anything. You don't have to hide or shrink or disappear. Instead, you expand. You step forward. You own who you are. And people, they don't remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel. And now you radiate something different, something magnetic, something undeniable, because now you're stepping into your power, owning your truth, living fully, completely, unapologetically. And as that sinks in, as it settles deep inside, you might begin to wonder, what else is possible now?